Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
Missed.
This will not go down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Green jack, red, 38.
They go play action. Young. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
They had no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Ready.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Get your money up. I go money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, and dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last long. You'll have to
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
180. 180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now it's Horn. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Field, black.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Young to throw it. They'll find McMillan here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing. Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't give it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing is Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Red, yellow. Ready. Smash. Red. 33. Yellow.
The play fake. Now Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. Look at this defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
McMillan with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, and 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here we go. Get hot. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Jackson from the shotgun. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready.
Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go now. Black, 95, cut.
Looking to throw, Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 28 yards. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
18. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Henry up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2, they don't get it.
For Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Horn going to bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
52 blue. White. Ready?
They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll throw again. Young. That one completes it again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Blast. Let's go now. Ready.
Young now. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Ravens 13.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Horn going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ready.
Now here's Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Ready?
Young to throw it. And he is caught. There he goes, left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And Xavier Leggett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
They'll run for it with Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Quality coverage that time. The slowdown has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Blue, striker. Ready.
He'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw again is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Oh, and that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first down. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Go ahead. Go.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We change it.
Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Finish it up!
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Out route to Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jackson. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
At the 6-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's third down and goal to go.
Hey, middle. What? 180. 13. 180. 180.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The quick slant caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Go Pete. Right. Black chop. Stick. Mega. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Ready.
On play action, Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Brings up third and 2.
Throwing, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Yellow. 43. Cut.
Now Young on fourth down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a first and 10 inside the 35.
10 black. Cut.
They'll throw again. Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble, 33 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. Square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal, Carolina.
Ready?
It's Young off play action. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. So no gain on the play. And it'll bring out a second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the 3-yard line.
Hubbard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A play fake. Now Young. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Field, black. Ready.
Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. This is 2nd and 8. So here's Young. This might be a free play. This is caught by McMillan. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll go again. Here's Hubbard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. A gain of 7.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Motion, motion.
Jackson down, operating from the gun. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run wide side with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown! Patrick Ricard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man. That's Ligon. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Let's go now. 33.
Young to throw. That one complete to Ligon. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a
Your blades are sharpened with precision.